I decided to come back to my favorite town on earth to try to get out of this funk I've been in lately. It didn't work. Yet. And this is how I ended up back here. I drove through the redwoods, but something just didn't feel right. I felt like I was just going through the motions, not really present, just trying to get somewhere. I was driving through some of the most incredible places in the country, and I had to make myself stop. Even then, I just really wasn't there. If I didn't need to eat, I probably wouldn't have even stopped here. And part of me thought maybe getting back to somewhere familiar would fix it. We decided to just blast through the redwoods. We were too close to my favorite state. We're back. And now we're here. Well, I've been here for 2 weeks now, and for the most part, nothing's changed. I keep overthinking everything, which then leads me into doing nothing. The day I got to Bend, I ended up grabbing a pen and just checking out for 10 straight days. I know it's not good for me, but I slipped, I screwed up, and I just need to accept it. Beating myself up over it will just make things worse, honestly. I accept it, move forward, and start a new streak. I feel like it's kind of a two-part problem. Half of it is on me for slipping back into old habits, and half of it is on changing locations. Changing locations always seems to throw me off a bit. I'm starting to realize I'm such like a routine person and a snowball person. So if one part of my routine fails, then inevitably it just snowballs into falling back into old ways and habits. So it's something I'm working on, okay? No, but the most frustrating part is I know better. This has happened before. It's not the last time it's going to happen. I can guarantee you that. And I just need to take the lessons that I learn and move forward with them. I'm like doing the same thing over and over. Feels like I'm just kind of spinning a little bit sometimes. I guess that's normal. That's life, I guess. I know what works for me. I need to simplify things and do the cliche, it's going to sound stupid, but take things a day at a time. For me and how my brain is wired, that's what works for me. It's so strange. I know some people in my life that panic when every second of their day is not planned out. For me, it's the exact opposite. Like when I plan too much, I start to get anxiety and then I don't do anything. Leave me a comment below and let me know if you have, leave a comment below and tell me if you're the type of person that needs to plan or you need to just wing it. I'm definitely a wing it person. I guess I'm a wing it person with the caveat that I need a structured routine. But so like I need my day to be structured, but I can't structure like a month because then I start to panic. I don't really know how to explain it. I got to get myself back to the basics one day at a time. We start today. That's exactly what I'm doing. Come on, let's go. Over the last few days, my head started to clear up a little bit, and something feels different. That optimistic voice in my head, it's starting to get a little louder. It also doesn't hurt that the weather's been absolutely perfect in Bend this week. And for somebody like me, that actually matters a whole lot for morale. Today we start small, just get our steps in. Pretty cool little dog park here. Right on the water, there's like a fence. People play fetch and throw toys and stuff in the water for their dogs to get them. And now for the main attraction of the tubing area. You got a little, this is like a little pond conservation area. I think you may be able to fish in there. I've seen people fishing, but I think you're supposed to stay out of there for the most part. And then people surf over here. They got their line waiting to get on the rapids. So this middle area is for like canoes, like this area. This area right here is for canoes and the surfers. Then here's the tubing section. It's all sectioned off because some of the rapids are harder than others. So the tubing area is right here. You're gonna have to see through the fence. There's like a bridge in the way. But basically, you get funneled into this little area right here if you're in a tube. So you basically come in like one at a time through here, drop in, and then you're on this side, which is separated by rocks, so you don't get over in that area. And then you got your little smaller rapids for rafts here. And then once you're done, you can hop out right here and go around and go back to the entrance, or you can keep going a little bit. I've never rafted past this point, so I don't really know, but I mean, there's places to get in and get out like all over town here. So how they did this is man-made. They installed airbags underneath the water here and then like walls, so they can adjust how much air's in the bags and they can create these rapids. Like if that wall right there was down, same with that one over there, there's one over there. If those were down, this would just be smooth water. But because they created the wall there and the wall there, they created this. Yeah, sorry for the shadow. This tells you how it works though. 26 air bladders, and then they can just raise them and lower them. Yeah, here's the little thing. This guy's got like a little controller that shows that you can raise and lower like the heights of the stuff, and you can make the waves bigger or smaller. Pretty cool. Here's the 2026 Hayden Homes concert lineup. Pretty cool. More shows coming soon. This is just what's on the list so far. Les Claypool opening it up. We got, I don't know any of those people. Trevor Noah, he's like a comedian. Goo Goo Dolls. Lindsey Sterling, Luke Bryan, Tedeschi Trucks, OAR. Ooh. Matt Rife again. Weird Al, that'd be a fun one. Jack Johnson, Godsmack. Some pretty big artists for such a small venue, but I think a lot of people love coming here, so that's kind of why they keep signing up. It's just a really intimate, small venue that's got a great view, and I've heard a few people talk about it in interviews, how this is like one of their favorite places to play or perform just because of the atmosphere and stuff. So a lot of the people that come here definitely probably don't do it for the money, because you can't even really fit that many people inside. Plus a lot of people just sit in the lake or outside and just watch, because there's a pretty good angle to see the show from outside. This is definitely something I got to get back to. I've been missing this. Just being. Most of the time, I'm not a huge fan of just being, because it's not productive, but at least right now I'm filming. This is peaceful. it's still a little early for the tubing season, so in a month, this place will be covered with tubers. But right now, it's all mine. Oh, hope I don't fall jumping back on this rock. Oh, success. That could have been bad. I have got to quit worrying about fixing everything all at once and just slow down a little bit. See you next time.